What's up, everybody? It's your boy Savi B back again on this beautiful Monday. I took a little hiatus for the weekend, and here I am. I'm back. I wanted to make videos on the weekend, but it just didn't work out the way I planned it. Today's article is 5 risks every millennial should take while they're still young. It's not really finance, but it's finance. You know, time is money. And if they're saying we should do this while we're young, hopefully it doesn't put us in the hole. You know, we don't fall into debt trying to live out these people's wild dreams while we're still young. This article's by Your Tango, and it was published August 8th. All right, bullet points. As always, relocating for a better job. That seems cool. I mean, it seems doable. Why wouldn't you want to get paid more? But one thing that we also have to consider if we're relocating for a better job is just to factor in living expenses. Because unfortunately, when you move to bigger cities with better jobs, you may actually not be gaining any money because the cost of living rises, right? So if you're paying like $400 for an apartment, say in Las Vegas, and you move to California for a better job and you pay $1,200 for that same apartment, your cost of living literally just skyrocketed. Although it may be better, you could potentially make money in the long run, I want to say, based on raises and your niche market. But that's something that you seriously have to consider. For me, I just feel like relocating for a better job is kind of nonsense, just from the fact that we had this thing called the internet, and we could actually be available from anywhere in the world as long as we have a connection. So I really don't believe in moving for a better job. I like where I'm at. So yeah, that one's a no-go for me. I'll pass on that. 2, tackling your fears head on. Don't let your fear hold you back from something you really want to do in your life. I don't know, I feel like this one is just some feel good thing, you know? Like, tackle your fear head on. I really don't know how to feel about this one. Fear of, I guess, whatever you have. But we're human, and fear is always going to be in our lives. You know, people are going to get into a bad accident. They're going to get a fear of driving, fear of dogs, fear of spending too much, fear of not having it enough. So I think that tackling fears head on shouldn't be something that we necessarily do while we're young. It should be something we do all throughout our lives. Next one, exploring your physical limits. As you may know, your body starts to slow down as you get older, so we need to take advantage of it now. This is another thing. Let me just speak from experience here. So I wrestled in high school. I also still trained for like 6 or 8 years after school. I was really going nowhere with it. I had a knee surgery before I left high school. You know, various broken things throughout my childhood, broken bones. Then I decided that I was just like an extreme athlete. I would run like 12 miles a day, you know, and I decided to become a bodybuilder. I tore pec, hamstring, and it really was very painful. So I can say that I've literally explored my limits physically, but was it worth it all in all? No, because I've been paying every day. I sound like a old creaky house when I wake up. So I think you should explore your limits to a certain degree, just because we don't want to prematurely age, right? Be all creaky and sore, and it's not fun. It's really not fun. At the time when I was doing these things, I thought I was, cool and I was working hard, but bottom line, did it enhance my life? Probably not. Did I make money from it? No. And I think that's some things with exploring physical limits we should consider, not take it to the extreme. Number 4, traveling the world alone. I guess that's cool if you want to learn about different cultures and, but majority of millennials have a net worth of about $8,000, and we're supposed to travel the world alone. That just, why not work on getting a good job, saving money, building your net worth, build an empire and whatever you want to build, and then travel the world with family, or if you still want to be single, travel the world single. But I feel like this is a huge misconception, just because we travel the world alone and we'll bring back massive debt with us, right? Because airfare's not free, room and board's not free, activities aren't free. But hey, if you want to travel the world alone, go ahead and do it. Go on, be about your bad self. But don't forget to build something while you're doing it. I mean, like I said, we have the internet. You could probably run a blog or work remotely, as long as you have a connection. Just don't go into debt doing things you'll probably regret. Number 5, embracing your passions. There's a long dramatic pause there, because I feel like, again, this is something that we should do throughout our lives, and not something we should do just because we're young. Like, does passion die when you hit a certain age? I don't know. Trying out hobbies again. It's another thing that we could do throughout our lives. Trying out hobbies. Like what? Am I just gonna get old and give up on hobbies? I don't know. Don't old people like knitting and crocheting and bingo and, I mean, that might be very ageist comments, but people have hobbies throughout their lives. So we should basically forget about building lives and actually building a strong foothold to where we can create better lives in the future for ourselves, and we should just go out and do all this silliness. That's all I got for today, guys. But if you want to hear me rant and rave some more, go ahead, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.